Listen, they say if you can't stand the heat, you better get out the kitchen. Meaning if it's too much, if you can't handle it, then you need to remove yourself from the situation. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, Wife Style Coach. We are reviewing Ready to Love, season number 3, episode number 7, Sticky Situation. Listen, I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. Exactly, and I mean that from the bottom of my soul. I don't know none of the tea that's happening on Twitter. Y'all have to keep me abreast of the situation, or I'm gonna have to catch that tea from my baby sis, Chloe Johnson on the East Coast, who is also reviewing Ready to Love, okay? So let's get into this review. Okay, so when we open up, we see Simone, Rashid, Edwin, and Adriana sitting together conversing, and Rashid is kind of, you know, expressing his disdain for the way Naya handled Chris last week. He felt like, you know what, it wasn't enough for you to just dismiss him and throw him away. What it showed is that you really didn't like him. And like everybody knows that your behavior was not one indicative of someone you really wanted to build something with. Edwin mentions that he has a connection, or he's been connecting with Joy and Naya. Winter is no longer in the picture, so it kind of makes you think that some of the stuff that they were saying and that was swirling about may be true. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, she slid in the comments last week and was like, he didn't make me cry. Now that I can say came out of her mouth. He is a gentleman and he did not make her cry. But whatever happened, she's no longer on the top, okay? It's cool, it's whatever, like, you know, move it along. Winter is fine, okay? Fine. So she good. Anyway, so the fellas go into the tavern. It is their turn this week. One lady will be eliminated from Ready to Love. Tommy has tasked them to be vulnerable and really build a connection with the ladies, like really get deep with them, come off the shallow end of the pool and dive deep, like, and see how they react to you and if they're really in the process. Like, I was like, yeah, because how we think about you or how somebody is talking to you when you start expressing yourself and being a little more vulnerable is telling about how much they are into you. So we see Naya and Edwin speaking, and she says that she wanted to reach out to Chris, and she mentioned it to Joy, and Joy went to reach out to him and he had deactivated his page. You know, she wanted to talk to him because he said he would help her with her podcast. Girl, he said he would help you with your podcast when he thought that y'all had something together, that y'all were going to move forward, that you were into him. I'm so into, like, no. And you sitting there looking like, well, I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. Girl, you dismissed him so bad, why wouldn't he? I would have probably deactivated my page too, because I don't want nobody coming for me. And I wrote down, she sees nothing wrong with her behavior, nothing wrong with her delivery. Because like I said last week, it's not about what she said. She's entitled to change her mind. She's entitled to want that type of relationship. It was the rude, nasty, dismissive way that she treated Chris after she discovered he wasn't as stable as she wanted him to be, or would not take on all the responsibilities and allow her to be a real housewife of Houston. Ain't that where they are? Okay. When she found that out, then she was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. I'm out. And it was nasty. Y'all remember. She says in her confessional that Edwin is her type because he is more stable and he looks good on paper. Actually, he's a personal chef, okay? So if he doesn't have clients, then he's not making any money unless he has other hustles. Y'all, somebody better tell Naya something. Her priorities is all fucked up, because then she hit him with, well, what size shoe you wear? And everybody knows that, you know, you ask it what size shoe you wear so that you can, you know, compare it to his anatomy. Like how, like, classless is that. And just for future reference, the shoe size does not dictate the anatomy, okay? It is their hands. Look at their hands. How big are their hands? How long and thick are their fingers? It is not the shoe size. I've known several men with size 11, 12 feet, and yeah. So then we see Winter and Jay. And honey, Winter and her little body and that burgundy looks so amazing on her skin. Like, I've got that same jumpsuit in black and in like a nude color, but I need that burgundy, Winter. Run that burgundy. Send me the link. Do something, boo, because that shit on you look like yes. Anyway, we see the two of them together at a long awaited date, an official date, just the two of them. And, you know, the one thing you have to love about Winter is she speaks her truth. She tells you how she feels. She does not mince words. And she's like, I really want to know where your head is. Like, what's up? Where's your head? Because I know that you have a thing for Joy. And am I wasting my time? Like, I know somebody is going to be like, oh, that's her being insecure. That's her being like, let me see what's up. Do I even stand a chance, and am I wasting my time? And yeah, I might be a little biased because I like Winter a lot. Like, I like Joy a lot. It is her asking clarifying questions. She is not going to be out here in the wilderness wandering for 40 days and 40 nights looking for the land of milk and honey when she could have just asked for directions, okay? Listen, what it summed up to be is she wanted him to show me that you want me, that you're interested, that you like me. Like, come for me. Come and walk up and say, excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute? Make it be known that I am your pick, that you like me. Like, I understood that. She ain't saying be rude. You know, she's like, I'm all calm. You know, I'm too calm and cool for that. Are you? Are you? No, you can say, excuse me, politely. Can I steal you for a moment? You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, yes. I'm here to say I understand. Show me in some form of action that you are interested in me. Come for me. Come get me. I am a beautiful woman and I should be sought after. And if you're interested in me, you're gonna come. Y'all know that's to be true, right? Y'all know that when a man wants you, he comes for you. So if you dating somebody and he ain't checking for you, baby, move it along. That's a free piece of advice. Move it along. I don't care if you feel like, oh, he's so nice, and when I do call him, you know, he's very attentive. Does he come for you? Does he call you? Does he say he wants to see you? Are you anywhere on his radar? If not, baby, you need to keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. You could just go. Walk on. Ooh, keep on. I need to play that. You could just a second. After this conversation, Winter said to herself, you know what? I'm not making anybody exclusive that isn't exclusive with me. Like, I'm not a priority for them. I ain't no fool. So I'm gonna keep my options open. I need to pay attention to what's happening around me. Cause all of this and this brain and this energy, honey, somebody else wants to sop it up, okay? Listen, yes, Winter. Yes, I'm with you in 100% agreement. Move on, okay? Well, don't move on because you like him. But, you know, broaden your spectrum, broaden your horizons, see what else is out there. So let's talk Brian and Alex before I get to Calfini and Adriana. That way I can do all of theirs at one time, you know. Brian pulls, you know, Alex to the side, wants to have a conversation because he's like, you know, I feel there's a shift between us. It doesn't feel the same. So I want to talk to her. And she says, yeah, I'm trying to process my feelings. You know, it's not you, it's me. I need to see what's happening with me. And you remember that her friend Tanisha had told her, it feels like your wall is up or that you really aren't into him. Something just doesn't feel right. Something just ain't right. Maybe because it's nighttime. Maybe it's because I need a drink. Maybe it's because I was stressed out today that I'm singing all these songs because music makes me lose control. Okay. No, music makes me happy. She begins to open up to him about her being in a 3-year relationship that was abusive. And that's why it takes her so long, you know, to open up and to trust people and, you know, have time and patience and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what the hell he said, but he wasn't listening to her. I don't know what he said. And what she said was, huh? I said, huh? I didn't even feel the need to rewind so I could read what the caption said because whatever he said made no sense. And then he started talking about Like kind of just dismissed that whole thing that she said, not acknowledging how she felt, and just started talking about, you know, we'll explore that a little later. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but whatever it was in true Brian fashion. Brian was concerned about him and how she felt about him. He did not take the time to really listen and hear her and process and acknowledge, like, oh, I'm so glad that you changed or evolved, and I understand. Anything would have been better than what he did. And she said in her confessional, she was like, I'm not sure Brian doesn't listen. He doesn't see me. That's really what that is. He doesn't listen. He doesn't see me. He doesn't acknowledge me. That's exactly what that is. And I think she's about tired. What y'all think? I think that she's gonna be like, you know what, Brian can go next week. I have no connection with Brian. Screw Brian. Brian talks in circles and only cares about himself. Like, I feel that kind of. So then let's talk Adriana and Calfini. Okay, they're playing checkers, and Rashid walks by, you know, and he sees them or whatever, you know, and you can see that he might feel a way, but he's not affected by it, but now realizes I need to see what else is out there on the table. So later we see Calfini and Adriana on the couch, honey, and she's all snuggled up next to him, you know, all up under him like you do when it's your bae, it's your boo, smelling him and shit, you know, being real close and intimate, honey. And she asks him, why are you single? And he says, I just keep picking the wrong women. You know, I kind of let them choose me and I go along with it, and then it don't work out. Like, that ain't who it's not what it is. It shouldn't be. Then you see Denise. Denise has resurfaced, okay? Denise has reared her head and walked by. That jealousy, that green-eyed monster walked by. She walks by, you know, and gives her her look of disdain, like, how dare you. And then in the confessional, she drags the girl through the mud, you know, talking about how you claim Rashid and this is disrespectful and you shouldn't, and stay in your own lane. And, you know, I'm all like, here we go. I thought we learned something when Calfini sat and talked to you about this. Like, I thought you learned that it's important to show your confidence, because that's what he said he was attracted to. And later on we see that's the thing that he's attracted to with Adriana. She goes in, and, you know, Adriana's like, okay, do you need to go after her? Do you need to get up? Because I don't want no issues. I don't want no problems. I don't want none of that. Okay, I'm not here for that. I don't want none of that. And he's all like, no, I could stay here and I could talk to you. I'm a free agent. And she don't scare me. She don't run me. She ain't my boo, my bae yet. We still all getting to know each other. This is me, of course, inferring, but that was the vibe that he gave. And then she walks back out, Denise, and she sashays by, and she's like, y'all messy. Keep it cute. Keep it cute. I was like, that's too much, Denise. That's too much. Now, you could have walked by and acknowledged them so that they knew that you saw them, but all that extra shit you was doing was not a good look. And we already know that Calfini is not a fan of jealous people, of jealous women. So you're gonna etch yourself out if you continue to act this way. And I know last week we talked about how Adriana is real sneaky and conniving, and she really is only attracted to him on the on the outside, you know, shallow connection. She likes his skin and his physique, you know, she thinks he's handsome or whatever. And we also know, we talked about how she's probably trying to get under Denise's skin. So if that is what Adriana is doing, she is succeeding and is going to have Denise ruin her chances with Calfini. He goes later on, after he's done with Adriana, to go visit Denise, just to check on her, see how she's feeling, check her temperature or whatever. Goes to her room, and Denise straight out, you done? Denise, that's not your man. Though you think you love him, that's not your man. And Adriana's over there singing, I'll take your man right out the box, like you finna do that. But that's exactly that whole little scenario. He tells her that, you know what, you need to get it together and be confident, because that's what I'm attracted to. Know that you've made an impact on me, and any relationship or anything that I build or connection that I build with someone else has no reflection on you and what we have, because I've imprinted on you already, okay? Because, baby, if I was there, I probably would have imprinted on all of them by now. They would be like, Talisa gets to stay. Talisa gets to stay. I'm talking shit. Y'all know I already told y'all I'd probably be looking at people like, They be like, I want you to talk more, Talisa. She feels like he should focus on her and her alone. Like there should be no other distractions because that's the way he feels. But he says, I'm still figuring it out, you know? And she's almost like, bet, now I know how to handle you. Like, bet, now I know to just, you know, throw you to the wayside when we know she ain't gonna be able to do that. She's like putty in his hands. Now listen, y'all know that Denise knows that her energy is off because baby's sitting over there saging herself. Honey, she's lighting that sage. If y'all know anything, she lighting that sage, okay? Now, you know, sage takes away all the bad spirits and the good spirits. So please be careful when you sage. You know what I'm saying? Be careful because you might be getting rid of your spirit guides, etc. Let me step back. Okay, hold on. Let's keep going. So then we pan over to Simone and Rashid, honey. And Simone says, you know, she's grown in the last couple weeks, you know, after the situation with Jay, and thinks she's healed and matured. And I'm all like, no, you haven't. Because it takes more than just a couple days, a couple weeks for you to really do some deep diving and lean into that shadow work and deal with your own shit. It takes more than a few weeks. Now, you might have some realizations, some shit might have opened up, and you might be thinking, oh, this is what I need to work on. But baby, you have not worked through it, okay? You have not worked through it. You still got some ways to go, but you might know the tools. I'm gonna give you some credit. Well, she decides, you know what? I'm finna holler at Rashid because I'm gonna talk to Rashid. You know, I walk up to him and she says, you know, I've been liking you and I want to know how you feel about going on a date. He's all like, I've been wanting to date you. Well, why you ain't ask her? Because you was wrapped up in Adriana, and now you see that Adriana is digging on Calfini now. So both of y'all is out in the wilderness, and both of y'all need some connections. And I did like the way that she asked him out, and then she hit him with, okay, well, you let me know where, what time, and how to dress, and I'll be ready. I like that she asked him and then flipped it, you know, and he picked right up like, okay, I will. Probably was thrown for a loop by it because you came and asked me out, so I would think that you would plan it. But I like the way she did that. Because I ain't never asking no man out on a date. Honestly, a man can say to me, I have somebody in my DMs that I was hollering at for a second, and he'd be like, can I get a second chance? Can I get a second chance? I told him, oh, okay, well, you can take me out on a date. He gonna throw his number at me. Does he know that I am not calling him? What? What he should have said was, is your number the same? Can you give me your number? He won't be going out with your girl because I ain't calling him. Like, you coming for me. Anyway, that ain't even what this about. How come I always start talking about myself? Then we see Edwin and Joy, and they're on a tantric yoga date. Honey, everything tantric is sexy and sensual and connects you if you do it right. That whole energy exchange. Baby, if y'all ain't did anything tantric, work on it. Google, YouTube it, get a book, okay? It's a lot of stuff out there on tantra sex, tantric yoga, you know, get it. And it's very intimate. Y'all see how connected they were? You know, you got to be intertwined and connected and lean back. It's better when you're naked. But you could see that he wanted to kiss Joy when they were like face to face. And he held out because he really likes her. And Joy was not finna lean in and kiss him because she's not aggressive or desperate like Naya. Oh, did I say that? That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. She said that she likes him, that he's more playful, that he's fun. And, you know, they have a connection, and you can see that they have some type of connection, right? So Brian and Winter, Adriana and Calfini go on a double date, and they go on a tiki boat ride. Cute little thing where, you got drinks out on the lake or whatever. I'm all like, this is cute. She knows that Brian has been interested in her, but she's looking like, wait, so are things falling with Alex? Because what's up, why now? She's wondering, like, am I just a distraction or are you genuinely interested in me? Okay, like, he's like, you see me winking at you? Straight up fuckboy moves. Winking at me? Winking at me. And we've been doing this now 8 weeks and you winking at me? You from a distance? Winter ain't no fool. So she asks a question. She says, Calfini, what is it about Adriana that you like? And then Brian, the same question to you about me. Honey, ask them. Okay, I don't know if the producers asked her to ask that question, but whatever it is, honey, it was a good question because Calfini threw up about Adriana, how much he loved her flow, her energy, her look, her mindset, that she has a bubbly personality. Like, he went on and on and on, and I was like, I like when men talk like that about me. I'm gonna have to ask a couple of these men that I've been, you know, chit-chatting, what is it about me that you like? When it came time for Brian to answer, his answer was shallow as shit. It was, I like the way you look and you stylish and thick thighs save lives. Brian needs to go. Keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. He needs to go. He needs to go. Like, I don't like him. I don't like all them teeth in his mouth either. He need a few of them pulled and then to get him some braces and get his teeth straight like Edwin is doing. He got too many teeth in his mouth. They stacked on top of each other. I'm one to stare at you in your mouth when we talking because I got a thing about people's teeth. This is my second time with braces, okay? So I got a thing about people's teeth. If I got my braces again, you know I got a thing about teeth. Like, dear future husband, go to the dentist before you try and holler at me. You see Jay and Joy a little later and they're talking, and she said that Alicia said that he was like Mayweather Diggs. He does look like a little bit of Tay Diggs and Mayweather mixed together. So I thought that was funny and cute, and she was like, I missed laughing with you last night. I missed you last night. Like, that's when you know that you've got a serious like for someone or an infatuation with someone, because you get into a routine and you want that routine and you want to be around them, and they a little bit stuck in your head. Like Chris said, I couldn't get Naya out of my head, and I just was like, I like the vibe that they have together. They look really easy and relaxed together. And he was like, I missed my friend, and she was like, who said that? Who said that? I don't know. Whichever one said it. She was like, no, it must have been him. Or do you want to be a friend? Friends with razzle dazzle, friends plus, you know. Pretty much Joy was like, I don't just want to be your friend. Like, hello? Hello? I ain't doing all of this because I want to be your friend, homeboy. Hello? I want to be friends, and I want to be friends, and because a good foundation of a relationship is friendship, honesty, vulnerability, trust, communication, commitment, you know, collaboration, consideration. Listen, don't get me going. So then Edwin, we see Edwin and Naya, and he says that Naya is a free spirit. He says she's free spirit because she talks very, she's very liberated with herself, right? With the things that she says and what she wants, specifically sexually. Because he said something, I don't know what they were talking about, child, but he said something, you got like pretty eyes like a kitty. And she said, it makes sense. Pretty kitty eyes. They match. Constant sexual innuendos with her. And she doesn't have to lead with sex, you know what I'm saying? She could lead with being authentic and just doing, but I guess she ain't got no more to talk about since she done said everything about her 4 miscarriages, right? She done ran out of her open vulnerable moment when she really should be in, like, she didn't really see anything wrong with what she did with Chris, but I feel like she should have been on a campaign, because Edwin also didn't sit well with Edwin either. So then we see Rashid and Simone on their date, and I thought, this is fucking cute. The old 1960s Chevy, I don't know what kind, I'm guessing it is a Chevy, could have been a Ford, child. Don't get mad at me if I got it wrong, but I love that it was like laid out like a picnic in the back with the, like, I was like, I can't wait till the pandemic is over, okay? Till we can go outside without our masks on, and we can just like, oh, I want to go to the movies and sit in the back of the truck like that in the movies. But it'd be cold, you know, the drive-in. The lawyer in her comes with the questions, okay? And her first question is, Something about, tell me something about you that you had to overcome. Okay, I didn't write the question down, but he pretty much said when he was younger he had a problem reading and they put him in special education, which y'all know growing up, if you wasn't in special ed and you was looking at the kids, now if you were kind-hearted like me, you didn't make fun of them, but you knew that they were different. You looked at them different. And sometimes it was just because they read a little slower, or they might have had a medical condition and that was the reason that they were in there, so that they can get additional attention. Kids are mean. He said, but that made him push harder, push further. And, you know, the mom was like, this ain't gonna stop my baby from being successful. And so as you can see, he's super successful. And I love it. I love that we're getting to see a different side of Rashid. I never thought that he was anything but a gentleman, but I'm getting to see more of his personality and his characteristics and his traits. And I'm all like, okay, Rashid, you up there at the top, babe. Because, like, you know, Jay is a salesman. Brian is a fuckboy. I don't know what Edwin is doing. I thought I liked him because he was a Virgo, but I'm pulling up because he, like, talks too much and he rambles. But Rashid, bro, I see you. Listen, I don't really do lighter shades of brown, but at this point, call me. I'm kidding. Or am I? Then went ahead and asked him another question. You know, who makes the first move? Is it important? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm traditional. You know, I'm traditional, which means he likes to make the first move, okay? He likes to be the aggressor, the hunter. However, it's nice to have the pressure taken off of him and for women to do that. And it is, listen, though, like I said a minute ago, homeboy was in my DMs or whatever, had we continued, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I continually date you, I do take the lead. I do take initiative. But while we're starting, no, you gotta come for me. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Ladies, are you like aggressive and will go up and ask a man for his phone number or ask him out on a date? You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people are very comfortable doing that. I'm not that comfortable. As confident as I am, I don't want to be rejected. I wasn't made for rejection, okay? I wasn't made for rejection. Fellas, how do you feel about the ladies walking up to you and being like, hey, boo, what's up? Can I get your number? Even though that's not how we talk as ladies. We giggle and ka kiki he. I know if I'm having a good time and I've been drinking, I might say, well, you know, you could call me. I might do that. That might be the extent, but I'm not getting your number because I'm not calling you if you give me your number. That's hard cold facts. I'm talking too much about me. I wrote down, she keeps cutting him off and I don't like it. And I know it's the red wine and she bubbly, but she's not allowing him the opportunity to complete his sentence and I don't like it. Let him talk. Don't come with your barrage of questions, lawyer lady. So you see all the people at the table together. It looked like only people not there is Simone and somebody else. I'm not sure who it is. But they all at the table and they like, let's do a freestyle rap, okay? Then you get Naya who starts it off. You know, that's probably how I would rap, like some little nursery rhyme rap, you know, because I'm not a rapper. And then you get to Calfini who actually goes a step further. Now, you know, he ain't really got no bars, but he did good. You know, like, I'm not gonna take that from him, but he ain't got, like, he can't go out and make no deal right now, but he did do well as it relates to laymen who don't rap, right? Adriana got excited about it. Like, she was like, oh, I see a different side of him. And I think the part that she likes about him is that he is a little more rough around the edges, a little more machismo masculine. You know what I mean? Like, not like in a bad way, but he does seem to be a little more aggressive. He gives you that more thug, reform thug, hood kind of vibe. Y'all, listen, I know what I know because I know what I normally like. And Calfini would fit that because he seems like he came from the gutter. He even said he came out the mud. So he knows about being in the neighborhood. Well, anyway, we see the two of them off to the side together. And I was like, I think he likes her more than he likes Denise. What y'all think? Let me know down below in the comments. Because the way he leaned in to kiss her, I don't know. Has he kissed Denise? If he did, I didn't forgot all about it because of the kiss he just gave Adriana. And she was like, I'm mad at you. He was like, you are? She was like, no. You know, that's just what we say when we be like trying to be innocent. I'm mad at you. No, she not. She not mad, honey. Her little bird is chirping, okay? Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, have mercy. So then we see Winter and Anthony, and Winter got these little cute little leopard shorts on. I like them shorts, girl. I forgot that she was the one that was married, whose husband cheated on her 3 weeks into their marriage. And that is why she has done all the work that she has. That is why she has such great energy and is very poised and all of those things, because she had to work through some shit. Because the question was, what do you need? And pretty much she wants to feel safe and secure and supported in her relationship. As Black women, we are always doing the supporting and encouraging, uplifting, and the security of things. Like, that's what she wants. I mean, I think honestly, in any relationship, we all want to feel safe and secure. I want to be able to feel like I can trust you with my heart. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to protect me, not just from the outside world, but from you too. You know what I mean? Like, baby. So then you see Rashid and Alex together, and they playing the little hoop game, right? And you know, Rashid is really growing on me. Like, he is attentive and wants to know about these ladies. Like, he shouldn't have been stuck on Adriana from jump. And I think that the reason he was because of familiarity. You know how it is. We go to what's familiar to us, and that kind of fucks us in the end. But comfortability, and that's just what it was. And I'm glad that he's exploring other options, because he was talking to Alex and she opened up and, you know, said how her mom had gotten to a bad accident and now requires 24-hour care, and her dad is her caregiver, and he's gonna take care of it until he can't anymore. And so Rashid said, well, is that the kind of man that you're looking for? And they go into that, and she's like, yes, that is what I want. Someone, you know, y'all was watching, right? So I was like, she likes him just on the sheer fact that he heard her and he listened, and she said it in her confessional. When he was talking, he also opened up. When she asked, what's the toughest thing you ever had to ever overcome? He said, my father dying when he was 57. I was in college. He wanted me to go to college, and he did not get to see me graduate to walk the stage because he had died, right? And I was like, Rashid, you winning, brother. I hope to see you in the 3 couples at the end. You winning, brother. Like, yes. It's elimination time, okay? Brian talking in circles because Tommy asked him, well, what's going on with you and Alex? And he was like, oh, we okay. Is it stronger or is it weaker? It's streaker. I don't like you, Brian. I don't like you. It's not for me to like, but I get to say it. I don't like you. I don't like your behavior. I don't like your thought process. I don't like the way you're handling yourself or the ladies on here. And then how the rumor is like you got a baby on the way. I don't like that either. None of it, okay? You was at the bottom and you need to go home. Then Rashid starts talking, okay? Starts talking about Alex and shares what Alex said about her mom. Tommy was like, did you know that? B, did you know that? He was like, and then he pulled his coattail. Are you listening to her? There's a difference between hearing someone and actually listening to them. I was like, somebody needed to tell him, where is your friends at? Just like Naya, not Naya, whoever it was that need their friends. Where's your friends? Oh no, that's Shay. Oh, put a ring on it. That's coming out. Oh y'all, last week and this week, it will be up before Sunday, or at least by Sunday. So then Tommy starts saying, okay, let's talk about Joy. And Edwin says, she's the joy of my life, or the light of my life. I said, what? Didn't seem like that much. Jay kind of choked a little bit on his drink at that. Like, what? I didn't know that. Is that so, sir? So then Naya's name comes up and that whole conversation happens. And Rashid says, you know what? I think she dismissed him too soon. And honestly, she didn't like him. The way she dismissed him and how fast she did it, she didn't like him. And I didn't like that. Tommy was like, you know, in the nutshell, he didn't like it either. He was like, shit, she cut him to the white meat. Was really kind of fucked up for Tommy to even say that. And then Edwin was like, it's red flags. It's red flags all around. Tommy asked Anthony about Denise and what you like about her. He gives her all these beautiful accolades, but we ain't seen him talking to Denise not one time. And then he goes to Calfini and he tells, Calfini says, you know, she's jealous and territorial and I'm not with that. And he can't deal with that no more. Like, he really want her out because he tired of that. Like, it's too much. Also on the bottom is Naya and Denise. Rashid is tasked to speak with Naya, and Jay is tasked to speak with Denise. And both of these men handled these women with kitty gloves, and I love it. And I'm really glad that Denise was very receptive to what Jay had to say. He was very gentle with her and just was pretty like, jealousy is your downfall. You know, and she just kind of said, you know, I need to be aware of who I am and my reactions from here going out. And that she knows, like, you know, that I can't latch on to Calfini anymore. I need to start spreading my wings and really now kind of explore my option with Anthony, who really likes her. Then we get to Naya, honey. Rashid is a gentleman and a scholar. He ran down the truth to her about Chris, okay? How he felt like she dismissed him too soon. Although I don't care about none of what that, because it's just a rehash of what we know already. When homegirl said he was probably just happy because he snagged me because I'm one of the baddest ones here. I love your confidence, girl. Because if we had to rank you, I don't know how many people would rank you at baddest. Unless they were talking about attitude. But hell, what the fuck do I know? People wouldn't rank me at baddest either. But I'm just saying, you showed tooting your horn hard, homegirl. Like, they weren't knocking down your door, which says that you aren't really one of the baddest. Because they was knocking down the doors of Joy and Winter. And of Adriana, right? And Denise probably could have had her door knocked down had she not been acting no fool. But I'm just saying, listen, the way he said you've made lasting impressions but have failed to make lasting connections, he was going to say, and we think you're not ready. Honey, and she got up off that couch and was like, you can talk to the couch. I was like, ooh, everything we think about you is true. All that shit you was saying on the internet, on the social medias, honey, is true. I don't care if you think that they painted you in a bad light. That is your behavior when you got up and walked away from him and dismissed him, disregarded him. Forget the process. You ain't finna embarrass me. I got booze waiting on me. I didn't really like Edwin anyway. Girl, salty much? She embarrassed herself because she did not leave with grace in class. And the one guy that really liked her ain't gonna want nothing to do with her anymore. Y'all let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comments. I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Season 3, Episode 7. If it's your first time here, click the subscribe button and become a ray of sunshine. Click the notification bell right next to it so you can get alerted when I do upload my videos. Last but not least, like the video and share the video with your people. Let them know to come join you in the comments, that we be lit over here, right? I love you in real life. I want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.